Well, CSI Atlanta partnering with Dr. Oz to bring some of Georgia's cold cases to the forefront. Our team flying to New York City to appear on today's true crime episode. It's where anchor Karen Greer and CBS 46 crime scene investigator Cheryl McCollum take on the murder of Honey Malone.
Karen spoke exclusively with Dr. Oz about why he's joining the fight to help bring justice to victims and their families.
Families of cold case victims live with a bleak reality. The chances of finding their loved one's killer is less than 60%.
And too often we give up on cases that we shouldn't have.
I spoke one-on-one with Dr. Oz following our interview on the murder of Honey Malone. Dr. Oz contacted CSI Atlanta after seeing our story. Her killer or killers have remained free for the past 8 years in what police say was a botched armed robbery. But Honey's family says otherwise. And in the case of Honey Malone, as you just talked about, the puzzle pieces are there. The witnesses not willing to speak to us about what's going on and make the case. What do you feel about that?
Well, I feel it's cowardly, but it's easy for me to say that because I'm sitting here in a safe studio in New York. And the three people at least who were in the house when Honey Malone was murdered know, I'm sure, something more than they're giving up. We've got to find better, clever ways of getting the truth out of these folks. We each have a voice. That voice can do incredible good if we use it for truth.
The man synonymous with advocating for healthy living is just as passionate about advocating for justice.
That's why I want the viewers of the show not just to passively sit back.
What would you say is the fascination with people about true crime, about these kinds of stories?
Well, I'm going to tell you something I don't say too often. I think all of us have a little evil in us. And that's not a bad thing. You need to have a little harshness, a little edge to you to survive. It's a very fine line we all walk as human beings between being hard enough to survive, but not so hard that you harm others. And that's why folks are fascinated by this.
Tonight at 11, you'll hear more from CSI Atlanta and Dr. Oz, including new details on a lead that could be the link to Honey's killer. Karen?
Thank you, Karen. And we take a deeper dive with Dr. Oz on a special episode of CSI Atlanta, the podcast. You can listen to that on Stitcher, Apple, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Check it out.